Cite. He cited a paragraph from the book to prove his statement. Esteem. All his friends held him in high esteem, for he was very sincere and diligent. Grumble. He was always grumbling about his low salary. Hideous. The old woman had such a hideous face that the girls couldn't even get close to her. Loiter. She loitered along the street, looking into all the show windows. Rip. She ripped her stocking on a sharp nail. Specs. She has very poor eyesight. She can read nothing without her specs. Threshold. Scientists are now on the threshold of a better understanding of how the human brain works. Token. All the family wore black as a token of their grief. Traitor. The traitor sold our important military secrets to the enemy. Uphold. The judge upheld the decision of the lower court. Yawn. He yawned several times during the lecture. He was not interested in it. Part 2. Advocate. The professor advocates building more schools than roads. Advocate. Many scientists who supported the production of atomic bombs are advocates of peace. Denial. The minister asked the newspaper to print a denial of the untrue story. Depart. We arrived in the village in the morning and departed that night. Flexible. Leather and rubber are flexible. Glass and iron are not. Formidable. The enemy's attack was more formidable than we had expected. Gale. The old tree at the top of the hill was blown down in the gale. Sane. The court judged the man sane and therefore responsible for his acts. Underworld. Those who live by vice and crime would go to the underworld after death. Vanity. The girl's vanity made her look in the mirror often. Fame, power, wealth, all is vanity before death. Part 3. Convict. The judge convicted the accused man of theft. Convict. The policeman was chasing a convict who escaped from prison last night. Employee. That large factory has more than 1,000 employees who make cars. Envy. Some boys were full of envy when they saw my new bicycle. Impose. The judge imposed a fine of $500 on the guilty man. Invest. If I had any money, I would invest it in land. Legislate. In the United States, the Congress has the power to legislate. Maintain. He maintained a speed of 60 miles an hour on the highway. Petition. The people signed a petition to stop destruction of the historic buildings. Reconcile. They quarreled last week, but now they are completely reconciled. Sensation. I knew the train had stopped, but I had the sensation that it was moving backwards. The show was a great sensation for several weeks. Sociable. The secretary doesn't seem sociable. She likes to be left in the office alone. Part 4. All out. He made an all-out effort to be the best student in his class. Aptitude. The student shows a great aptitude for languages. He can learn a foreign language much faster than others. Axis. It takes 24 hours for the Earth to make one rotation on its axis. Budget. They planned a monthly budget for their family. Cargo. A cargo of coal has arrived from Keelung. Clergy. Members of the clergy are serious students of religion. Cripple. He became a cripple as a result of the accident. Dodge. The man jumped aside to dodge the speeding truck. Grin. The boy grinned with pleasure when I gave him candy. Headquarters. The policeman was ordered to report to the police headquarters. Retort. Your question is not worth answering, he retorted. Textile. We need to produce more textiles, especially silk and cotton. Thigh. The fisherman's boots came up to his thighs. Toilet. The youngest child has not yet learned how to use the toilet.